21 gun salute is an aphrodisiac.
The aged lamb in white American oak barrels, and they are flown all the way in from Kentucky and Tennessee.
This is the beginning of all the basket, all the stuff you have in your hand, those ones there.
Y'all ready for some lunch?
I am. I'm hungry.
Disney coming in clutch with the bandanas for Pirate Night. The sea is just about as smooth as it can be this morning. You can see the remnants of last night's storm off in the distance. Looks like it's raining over there a little bit too still. But where we're headed is clear. And I believe I'm starting to see land over there. I think I'm starting to see Nassau in the distance. Good morning from somewhere in the middle of the ocean on the beautiful Disney Fantasy. I believe we are approaching Nassau. I think all ashore is about an hour to an hour and a half from now. And today we are going to be docked in Nassau, as I said, and we have an excursion booked called Made in Nassau, where they're going to take us to a lot of the places that make things in Nassau. I think we're going to go to the straw market, a tea shop, a distillery. We're going to have lunch at a local place, and I'm not really sure what else we'll get into, but it will be an opportunity to shop, and Mom loves to shop. So I think she's really going to enjoy today's excursion. So let's get this day started. We are in Cabanas having breakfast, and this is our view. It is glorious. We love getting a seat by the window for a meal in Cabanas, and we were lucky to get this today. Some more rain back behind us. That's the storm that we came from last night, so it looks like we're sailing away from the bad weather, which is great. I am actually not getting anything to eat, but I did get some little cereal boxes to take with me off the ship. You can't take food off the ship unless it is in sealed containers, so I love that they provide cereal boxes like this at breakfast, because this is one of the few things they have on the ship that you can take off for an excursion. And because I'm not eating breakfast, I have a feeling that as soon as the ship stops moving, I'm going to be starving, so I have this just as a preemptive strike, so to speak. Because we were in that storm last night, and because the ship had a ways to move, I had a little bit of seasickness, so I'm being really, really careful this morning. So how's your breakfast, Mom? Yeah, just enough to get your belly full. How's yours, Dad? We are in the lounge waiting for our excursion. We're in the Aladdin group today. We've never been Aladdin before.
All the people that used to come here before, if you guys remember, these wooden stalls used to be behind the gate, behind the cruise ship port. They only moved them here temporarily until they finish all the brand new construction. Also, you're going to see my good friend, Charlie the Pirate. Everybody say good morning and hi to Charlie the Pirate. Hey, Charlie. Right over here on our right hand side, this is Charlie. Hey, Charlie. Now, Charlie don't say nothing to you. Don't feel bad. He's not in a talkative mood today. On our right hand side, you're going to see the ice cream parlor. They just opened this ice cream parlor last year, July. I want to show of hands of everybody that drink wine on the bus.
Me.
Only one person? 2 persons? Over here on our right hand side, underneath all of these buildings, guys, is an underground wine cellar. Over 300,000 bottles of wine is right here in this wine cellar, making this the second largest private wine cellar in the whole world, right here in the Bahamas of the Great Cliff Hotel. Now, you're going to see on our right hand side, there's a word that says winery. That's their wine tasting room, also their wine classroom. They teach you how to pair different wines with different foods there. Now, I did a wine cellar tour here last year. They showed me a wine bottle that is over 300 years old. Guess what they want for it? They want $100,000 for that bottle of wine. I told the tour guy, I won't be investing my $100,000 in the bottle of wine. I'd rather buy a condo on the beach. Right here on the left hand side, you're going to see the Great Cliff Chocolate Factory. They import all of the raw cocoa beans directly from Ghana in Africa, but they make all the chocolate right here in-house. You can do a guided chocolate tour, also chocolate classes here. Now, I did the guided chocolate tour last year as well. You can eat as much chocolate as you want while you're on that guided chocolate tour. Over here on the left hand side is the Great Cliff Cigar Company. They import all of the raw tobacco from Cuba, but they hand roll every cigar right there in-house by their cigar artisans and put their signature grapelet stamp on it when they're done. You can also do a cigar rolling glass there as well. So they have the grapelet. They have over 5 different restaurants. They have the Humidor Brazilian Steakhouse and a number of other restaurants. Over here on the left-hand side, you're going to see the National Art Gallery of the Bahamas. So only Bahamian art and Bahamian sculptures are on display in that building. If you go there hoping to see the Mona Lisa, you won't find out. It's only Bahamian art and Bahamian sculptures. I'm going to be making a right-hand turn here, guys. On our left-hand side, you're going to see St. Francis Xavier Cathedral. This is the oldest Catholic church in the country, guys. This church was built in the late 17th century. Now you're going to notice that it has freshly hand-cut limestone. That limestone was hand-cut right here in the Bahamas from the limestone mountains. Now you're going to notice that it has a blackberry patina on the walls. Now the reason why, I'm going to tell you shortly, coming up. I'm going to save it for a few minutes. Look here on our left-hand side, you're going to see the brand new church they built to replace that old one. They don't use the old church anymore. Look at that brand. These buildings looking the same just like that. Now if you come to the Bahamas,
he says that you're not allowed to put paint on the building.
A limestone house. You see a house like that.
The house is more than 100 years old, or the building is more than 100 years old.
You can't buy it, but just let you know.
You can't paint it.
You can't paint it, and you're going to have a lot of problem even to renovate that building because all buildings, they are regulated by the Antiquities and Monument government branch. And you know, like any government, especially the Bahamas, it takes forever to do anything to get permits and such like that. Okay guys, we are here on Nassau Street. So we're going to be heading to Tasty Teas.
It's our first stop. It's Tasty Teas.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing this morning? Awesome, I am fine. Thanks for asking. Welcome to the Bahamas and welcome to Tasty Teas. My name is Alicia and I'll be your tour guide for today. So has anyone ever heard of the term bush tea or bush medicine before? Nope. Okay, so here in the Bahamas, we don't normally take prescribed medication. We use the leaves off of trees, flowers, roots, even grass. We boil it and we drink it. We call it bush medicine or bush tea because it can help prevent or cure any sickness or illness you may have. So first off here, we have the 21 gun salute. The 21 gun salute is an aphrodisiac. It gives you energy, it increases your stamina and your sex drive. The hibiscus flower is high in vitamin C. It's a liver detox. It promotes weight loss. It also helps with menstruational cramps. Soursop is an anti-cancer agent. It promotes good heart health. It helps with insomnia, high cholesterol, hypertension, blood circulation. It boosts the immune system, anxiety, depression. The soursop actually has a lot of benefits. I just listed a few. Fever and lemongrass, commonly known as fever grass here in the Bahamas, is used for colds, flus, sinuses, allergies, upset stomachs. It can even be used for hangovers. Moringa is high in vitamins. It has vitamins A through K in it, calcium, potassium, and iron. Moringa is also known to cure over 365 diseases. Peppermint promotes clear skin. It's a natural stress reliever. It's also used for heartburn. Ginger root, our household staple, gas, pain, nausea, motion sickness, diarrhea, bloating. Ginger root also suppresses your appetite. So anything gut health related, ginger's got you. Neem, type 1, type 2, and borderline diabetes. Neem also purifies the blood, but neem is a very potent plant. So we suggest you take neem every other day, not every day. If you're on medication, neem can flush the medication out of your system. When consuming neem, we don't suggest you consume more than 8 to 10 ounces of it. Neem is also a very versatile plant. You could use neem as a natural pesticide or a bug repellent. You can put it in your hair, promotes hair growth. Some people even brush their teeth with the bark of neem. Bay lavender, not to be confused with lavender, they're two different things. This helps with arthritis and joint pain. Turmeric boosts the immune system. It's anti-inflammatory. Turmeric also prevents blood clots. Sweet Margaret is one of a kind because it's only indigenous to the Bahamas. You can't find this anywhere else in the world. And out of our 700 islands and keys, we can only find it on 5 of them. Sweet Margaret helps with memory, nerve function, and back strength. And last but not least, we have the roasted dandelions. It's used for UTIs, urinary tract infection. It reduces water weight, and it's a natural substitute for caffeine. All of our tea bags are $15.40, tax included, except for Mr. Stammen over here. He's a bit special, so he's $24.20 tax included, but it's worth it. EC packet has 10 tea bags in them. EC bag is potent enough to be used 3 times. Just put in a Ziploc bag or foil paper, stir it in the fridge, and reuse it again. Any questions?
So if you all don't mind, move right on along.
So we are at the John Watling's distillery
The
tour.
Bahamas was then established as a British colony, hence why we have a photo of King Charles II here and a few of our Lord proprietors to his right. Now, the sole purpose for our Lord proprietors was for them to simply protect the beautiful islands of the Bahamas. But obviously, their job wasn't simple enough because they sucked at it. They spent most of their time in the hair salon, as you can see. Don't take that seriously. That's just a joke. Now, in their absence, it did leave a lot of room for a lot of bad pirates to basically do whatever the hell they wanted to do. And one of those pirates being, of course, Mr. John Watlings. He took advantage of the opportunity given and set eyes on the island of San Salvador. Now, he eventually fell in love with the island, later making the executive decision that he was going to rename it after himself. Now, keep in mind that is definitely the dumbest thing that you can possibly do, especially when you're on the run from the federal government. But at the end of the day, you cannot fault him because he's a pirate. This is normal pirate behavior. They take things as not theirs, throw their name on it, and as simple as that, it becomes theirs. Now, I don't want any of you to judge me, because I'll admit sometimes I still wish it was like that to this day. Because you all would have probably been on my island right now. But that's not the point. Both of these maps, they are originals, and they date back to over 300 years ago. So if any of you would like to take photos, you're more than welcome to, okay?
These maps
Now,
are original and
Mr.
date
John
back to
Watlings, he had a hell of a
300
portfolio.
years.
His reign of time in diameter is well, it's over 233 years old, and it's also hand dug. It took them an entire year to finish complete as well. Now, what's so special about it as well is that it's also made of limestone. So it will naturally act as its own filtration system, so you can always find a couple feet of fresh water at the bottom of it as well. Now, if you'd like to take some photos just to have on your phone, that's totally fine, but just be careful. I wouldn't advise any of you to. Actually, I'd like to make a statement, and you can do whatever you please with this information, okay? I've witnessed a few cell phones dropped to the bottom, and none of them came back up. That's all. Now, take a look downstairs on the tables. You'll be able to see a few of our crew members. There's only about 5 to 7. They're all responsible for the packaging, labeling, the numbering on each and every one. Everything here at John Watlings is done like that. When they're working on a fast pace, they're able to make up 2,000 bottles in a single day. That's my understanding. Of course, but that's not the point, right? Now, for a spirit, we do not make our rum out of a sugarcane molasses. Then we age them in white American oak barrels, and they are flown all the way in from Kentucky and Tennessee. So they are ex-bourbon barrels, just to be exact, okay? Now, you all have nothing to worry about. When I escort you upstairs to the gift store, you all will get an up-close and personal feel for every rum product that we produce here. Now, before I take you up, I'd like to give you all a heads up about our single barrel rum. I like to call it our lethal weapon. It's aged for 6 years, and it stands at cash strength. The bottle I'm referring to is 132 proof. Yeah. So in other words, 66.2% alcohol. Trust me, it burns. I was a victim, okay? You do not want to approach our rum recklessly, but on the other hand, if you approach it responsibly, you put a few drops of water in it or a single ice cube, it will be one of the best overproof rums that you will ever have in your life. Now, we have our bottles color-coded for you, so when you get up to the gift store, the single barrel rum is going to be the bottle with the green tie, okay? All right, now is there any further questions? Any curiosity that I can clear up for any of you? No? You all just want to hit the bar and drink? Hey, that works. You all can follow me. I'll take you up to
Okay, he said the barrels that it's aged in are from Kentucky and Tennessee. They are bourbon barrels, so that's pretty cool. All right, I got a Goon Bay Smash.
There you go now.
Thank you so much. What all's in this?
It's coconut rum, apple rum, pineapple juice.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
$12 is the
And there's a chicken over there. You gotta love the Caribbean, because it seems like there's always a chicken.
The location there, all the mooses over there, right across the street, disappeared. We just find some moose feathers behind KFC back door, so we are holding them as a culprit. for disappearance of those roosters. Now, other than the roosters, guys, it's a true story, by the way. Those roosters did disappear. We don't know why they did disappear though. Now, other than that, that island is famous for another reason. Anybody knows Eddie Murphy?
Yes.
That's Eddie Murphy's old island, Mooster Key. So Eddie Murphy bought Mooster Key in the 1990s. He paid $15 million for that island from the Bahamas government. And then in 2015, he sold that island to the Bahama Resort. Bahama Resort bought it from him. Get this, $45 million is what he made in that sale.
Wow.
Now this curve coming up, guys, is known as Go Slow Bend. It's a very, very dangerous curve, especially when the water's red just like this. Let me show you what happens. If you look straight ahead, you're going to see a broken concrete slab. 3 days ago, we had a car hit that, flipped straight over into the ocean.
Oh, wow.
Notice you're going to see scrapes and tire marks all over this wall. Accidents happen here on this road. Just about dead.
I hope you had a good cruise, but don't let this inclement weather. This is our liquid sunshine in the Bahamas. This is what all the stuff you have in your hands. This is the beginning. Okay, we plant 7 uneven numbers. Okay, give this here, I have 4 string. Okay, you take them and cross them like that. And plait them. This is the beginning of every. Okay, so we braid them like this. This is the beginning of all the basket, all the stuff you have in your hand, those ones there. So this one here, we have to leave one behind because we braid clockwise. We don't want to go anti-clockwise. We'll never get a form.
We have made it to lunch at Bahama Grill. Y'all ready for some lunch?
I am. I'm hungry.
Okay, lunch has arrived. We have some rice, we have mac and cheese, we've got ribs, we've got chicken. This looks delicious. We are back from our excursion. We went to a tea place and bought some medicinal teas. They said here in the Bahamas they don't use traditional medicine. They use what's called bush medicine, which is herbs and teas to cure what ails you, and we got some various things for all of our different ailments. And then we went to the John Watling's distillery, which they make rum there. It's a micro distillery, and I got a bottle of rum. And then we went to the Cable Beach area to a straw market and learned a little bit about how they make their traditional straw crafts, and were able to make some purchases if we wanted to. We did not. And then we headed over to the Bahama Grill for lunch, and we dined on a delicious lunch of Bahamian peas and rice, Bahamian baked macaroni and cheese, which is slightly different than our macaroni and cheese. It's more of a compressed, almost macaroni and cheese casserole, and even different than if you've had baked macaroni and cheese in the States. Like, I make baked macaroni and cheese, and it was different from that even. And then we also had some barbecue chicken and barbecue pork ribs, and the traditional drink in the Bahamas called switcher, which is really just homemade lemonade, and it was delicious as well. And now we're back on the ship. We're going to relax for a few minutes. Tonight is pirate night, and so we'll see what more fun we can get into as the day progresses. We are sailing away from Nassau, and the Carnival Freedom is still here, but they are probably making preparations to leave before too much longer themselves. They are. We backed in, so we're going forward. And there's Atlantis over there in the distance. And I am ready for Pirate Night! Disney coming in clutch with the bandanas for Pirate Night, which is great because when your hair is windblown and you don't really know what to do to fix it, it's great that they give a hair accessory to help you out. And this is the part of the trip where I no longer care about putting makeup on. It is what it is at this point. we're sailing away. We are in Royal Court for our pirate night dinner, and our appetizers have just arrived. Dad and I both got the cream of chicken soup. This is actually off the kids menu, so if you don't see anything you like on the adult menu, look to see what options they have for the kids, because you might find something you would rather have. Then Mom got the crab cake that she loves so much. How is it? Good. And our next course just arrived, and we all got the baby Jim salad, and he put a little bit of extra dressing on the side because he said he thought it looked a little bit sparse. So we are going to dig in. Our mains have arrived, and Mom got jerk chicken with rice. And Dad got strip loin with fingerling potatoes. And I got Jack's Treasures of the Sea, which is basically a seafood pasta. Mom and I passed on dessert, but Dad got the fruit cobbler with ice cream. Yeah, we passed. Hey, since it's pirate night tonight, we have Davy Jones as our blanket creation, and we have Pirate Booty, otherwise known as chocolate coins. So fun. I'm still in search of my perfect sunset. While I go on and on about how beautiful this sunset is, I realize that I did not appropriately end this video. In fact, I have absolutely no idea what we did for the rest of the evening. I have no video footage, I have no photos, so I'm not sure if we went upstairs to the pirate night party, or if we saw fireworks, or if we just chilled in the room for the rest of the night. But I do know this: that is one beautiful sunset. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.